So for me, this is why this game is my greatest game. Us going 1-0 down, 2-1 down, and making a comeback to 3-2 with 10 men. I remember going to Ibrox and knowing that if we won this game, that we won the league. And I remember watching the Scottish Cup draw beforehand as well, and I remember them all cheering that they got us in the Scottish Cup as well. So it was sitting in the back of our head at the time, and we were always talking about that in the change room. It was a huge thing, because what we done really well was we kept everything in-house. We never really spoke about Rangers too much. We always spoke about ourselves, and we had that understanding that we were a closer team than what they were. And I think on the day when we were walking out, and we seen 8,000 Celtic fans, and it's an amazing scene, especially when you go away from home, to have that much travelling support. Even though it's just along the road, that still doesn't matter. It's 8,000 fans going away from home, which is incredible. And it's a shame now that nobody gets that, because that feeling of having those fans there was exceptional, and it's just a little bit devastated when you walk out and you see what's in the corner now. But the thing is, take nothing away from the lads. We still go there, we still win games, and for myself, and as I'm talking about that game, it was one of the great moments as well when we walked out, and we knew if we won that, we could win the league, and that was what was in the back of our mindset.
Referee raised play on. Celtic was certainly looking for that foul. Boyata is dispossessed, and it's Windass through on goal. Windass into the area, and he blasts into the back of the net. 2.5 minutes gone. A mistake from Celtic, and the home side have the lead. So
we started the game not too bad, and we're quite calm. James is on the ball out wide. He ends up coming back, playing it into Boyata. Boyata gets put under a little bit of pressure from, I think it's Windass at the time, and he gives the ball away. Last man is always a hard thing to give it away. Josh ends up running through and scores a goal. We are 1-0 down after thinking we needed a good start here, kill the fans at home and have our fans bouncing on top of them. And it was always hard to go 1-0 down anywhere, no matter going to Ibrox and going 1-0 down. But for us, it was about us having another 87.5 minutes to make sure we put things right. We knew that our understanding of the game, we believed in ourselves that we were a better team and a better squad than what they had. And over the context of the game, we did show that. And for us, it was a little bit disappointing to go 1-0 down, but you've also got to have that belief and that understanding of each other as well, that we can all go for 90-95 minutes as well, and that's one thing that we can do.
Instead, opts the plate to Forrest. Forrest edge of the box up against Declan John again. Goes towards the touchline. Still Forrest. Back to Christopher Ayer. Chance to deliver the ball into the box. Curls it into the area. It's punched away by Fodering. It's a chance for McGregor. He's challenged there in the box. Well, he just couldn't get ahead of his man. Brown does well. He's been held back. Rogic goes down. Surely a free kick. Well,
for me, after us going 1-0 down so early, I wanted to try and set the tone early doors. So if there was a ball there to be won, if there's a bit of strength that I can show as well, or to go and smash somebody early doors to make sure that we've got our fans on us, and we have to let them know that we're in a game as well. It's something that is obviously going out the game now. You're not allowed to really tackle that hard, but for me, we were able to back then tackle quite hard and show that if we won the ball, we could set the tone early doors for the game.
Ball floated again to Ayer. This time he heads it forward to Forrest. Forrest to Rogic. Rogic dances past his man, takes a shot. Oh, what a goal from Tom Rogic! A big game goal from a big game player. It's one each.
What a finish that is, unbelievable. The big man started brilliantly well today. You know, he's picking up wee pockets. You know, and he turns there, he's fantastic feet to beat the man, and I actually thought he was going to roll it out wide. He's whipped it in the corner, the top corner, the goalkeeper absolutely no chance.
So for us going 1-0 down, to having that little bit of understanding now, we've calmed down a little bit, We end up going from Bainey going on to long to Azure, who was playing right back at the time. He wins a flick on. James, he takes a great touch, plays inside to Tom, who Tom does his own thing. And he's an absolute genius with a ball. He steps inside, and you know as soon as he goes on his left foot, anywhere between 20 and 25 yards, there's a great chance of him hitting the target. And for us, it was an incredible scene at the time, because I could see it behind going in all the way. So he's opened up, he's finished, he's put it top corner, to be fair, but at the same time, I don't know if everyone knows here, but he ends up breaking David Bates's ankle. I didn't know this at the time. I only found out when I played with Batesy up in Aberdeen. He says that goal broke my ankle and I was out for about 3 months. So that was a little bit devastating for Batesy, obviously, but it was a fantastic scene for ourselves. And as I say, small details can change games, and Tom had that. He had that class, he had that quality in that final third, and that's why we all done his running for him, because he managed to pull out stuff like this.
Has the play first time into the area, looking for Morelos. It's missed by everyone. It's a chance for Candeias, and he blasts it into the back of the net at the far post. Well, it wasn't even the most powerful of crosses. It somehow made its way over to the far side, and Candeias has scored.
After 26 minutes, they end up scoring. Candeias ends up scoring a deflected goal while we were on top at that time, which is never nice. But for us, as I say, it's those moments that turn the fans on us, and you can obviously hear the 40-odd thousand Rangers fans jumping on top of us, them all being hugely happy at this moment in time. And you hear the Celtic fans going a little bit quiet at the time, but as soon as that's done and dusted, our fans back on supporting us through thick and thin.
McGregor curls into the area looking for a Celtic head. It's knocked back out. Forrest challenged by Declan John. It spins in the air. Tierney challenges for that one. It's Doherty eventually hooks it clear over the halfway line, and Scott Brown will play it back to Scott Bain, and we'll have 2 added minutes at the end of this first half. And Scott Brown gathers the ball and goes down. It's Dembele. It's a chance for Dembele, and Dembele scored!
Yeah!
Oh, Scott Brown set it up, and Moussa Dembele scores yet again in this fixture. And Candeias also gets a yellow card for the late challenge on Scott Brown, but Moussa Dembele, 30 seconds into added time, and Celtic at level again.
So 45 minutes plus 1. We're playing some actually good stuff for us, but we've managed to get ourselves back into the game. For us, we had a ball in the box, they've cleared it, it's came back out. I was last man because we all know that I'm not really going to score that many goals higher up the park. I've played it back to Bainey, and we were controlling the game for large periods of time as well, and the ball goes back to Bainey. I've made an angle, the balls came back over to me, and I've looked up, seen Moose running in behind, and for me it's probably one of the best balls that I've probably ever played in my career. Clipped it right up and over. Moose's first touch off his body, then dinked the goalie. The biggest cheer the Rangers fans gave their team the whole game was when Candeias smashed me when I played that ball through, and you can hear in the footage that as soon as I get tackled, they all start cheering, and within about 3 seconds they're all moaning at their own players and stuff like that. So that did put a smile on my face, and I think it's a very vital time to score as well, because the dynamics of the game going back in at half time 2-2 is now sitting in our favour.
By my watch, that is the 45 minutes, and Celtic twice have come from behind. It has been a dramatic first half.
So for us walking in at half time, as I say, game changes. We go in, we're flying high, we're back into the game, we've got that belief in ourselves. They've probably just been hit with a sucker blow literally a minute before half time, which for us is fully deserved, because I thought we played some great football that day. We deserved to be up. We were maybe just a little bit slack at the back at the time. Going into the dressing room, obviously manager and assistant managers go into the little room, sit, chat, but also I'm sure they're listening to us as well, and everything that we were saying was positive. Keep doing what we're doing, be calm with the ball, and continue creating chances. And the biggest thing for us, the manager walks back in, says similar things. There's a few tweaks, of how we're going to play and the shape as well, so the manager changes that. And usually 9 times out of 10 Brendan does this incredible thing. He comes in, he chats to us, and we go back out, and it's nice and easy, but it is never that easy.